Good morning, good morning. It's Sunday. It is September 6th, and well, boy howdy, I'm ready. I have not played since the last time I streamed. I'm doing this all live, so wish me luck. I just yesterday, the last thing I did when I signed off last time was I got enough gold to upgrade my axe into a copper axe. So that's where I'm starting today. As soon as Clint opens his doors, I'm gonna go submit that. Neutral, that's all right. I will still make progress. All right, I need the axe, need the copper. Let's dump that. Let's dump that. I got 2 of my gold parsnips, which is a great start. But I still need the wild horseradish to submit to the community center to unlock the other bundles, so I can get the rest of these things pushed out there. So let's see. Let's start with. Oh, I don't have any coal either. But anyway, let's get cracking on this. Oh, I need to water my plants. Are those ready? No, not ready. All right. So it's going to be another day, I think, of fumbling with the mouse and keyboard controls. Again, I played this pretty much exclusively on controller up until this stream. I do like being able to selectively pick where you're watering, though, without having to walk in a line. The last time I played co-op, I had a kind of like a travel path all determined. That was the most efficient way to walk through my fenced-off property to hit all the plants. And then I completely messed it all up by putting things on trellises like this, like these beans. Completely ruined it. Alright, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. I'll go submit that. And then back to the mines, I guess. Assuming I don't find any wild horseradish, I'll take the long way over. By the way, as usual, let me know how my audio's doing. I have new room, new setup, new desk. Everything's new, and everything's the same. Oh, bud. Cool. Good to know. Feel so bad for Linus. I think I'm not going to be lucky enough to find any horseradish on the way to Clint's, so I'll just dump that off and then head down the mines. One thing I'm going to have to get good at with this run is managing my energy, and by that I mean buying a lot of coffee and not ever selling the Joja Colas that I fish up. Because I assume I'm going to have a lot of late nights where I, one more thing, oops, I forgot to water, oops, I forgot to till the land to get these new plants in the ground. Well, I don't need that, but it's easy money. So I will have my copper axe, I believe, on day 11. And now I'm flat broke. I'll see if I can, it's Tuesday, I'll go sell this to Pierre just to clear out my inventory, and then let's head down. Oh, I should make sure I don't have any. I do have a delivery. Oh, diamond. Sorry, Pam, I do not have a diamond. Oh, give someone a gift. Maybe, is this a good gift? Does Pierre like daffodil? Okay, Pierre liked daffodil. I probably made more money off of that than selling the daffodil. Alright, I'm gonna hop into the mines. It's a little funny that the town's carpenter is like, hey, you want to fix this building up? Go ahead. It'd be nice if you took care of that for me. I suppose Lewis probably doesn't have the fertilizer's day 15. That's the one thing I'm pretty sure on at this point. But I can craft it now with sap, and I have a fair amount of sap. So the next time I plant parsnips, I'll probably just craft a bunch. Because I've got 2 gold parsnips already, just out of pure chance. So I'm doing all right on that front. Okay. The main thing, well, I gotta defeat some more slimes, but the main thing I want to find while I'm down here right now is coal, honestly. Because I've got a lot of smelting to do, and I don't want to keep spending my money buying stuff from Clint, buying coal from Clint, because it's not cheap. But sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and buy coal. I'm not gonna turn down copper. But earth crystals and topaz, honestly, are going to be the first thing to go, inventory-wise, if things start getting... Well, stone first, but then after that. Should have just one more slime to go with for the... Hey, there it is. Oh! Antlion. Is that what those things are called? I don't even know. I always associated them with the antlions from Sim Ant. Looks more like a Diglett, I guess. Huh. That's not bad. Alright. Hey, that was a good one. Yeah, I'll get rid of the bug meat. I'll get rid of the... Oh, I got some coal. Probably the slime goo. These are things that I don't care so much about. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is something you need for a challenge run like this, but whatever. This is a stream about learning. Learning and good tilled earth. Oh, there we go. See, it said I was neutral luck, but I'm feeling pretty lucky today. I've been finding the ladder pretty reliably after like 4 or 5 swings. And at this point, I think I'm mainly going to focus on just delving. Get as low as I can. I won't be able to get this geode to Clint today, so I'll just worry about that tomorrow. Oh, that's a lot of slimes. And then when I hop out of here, I can go to the Adventurers Guild and maybe... Can I afford a better sword at this point? There we go. Oh, I didn't grab the copper. What's that? Let's dump the bug meat. Small magnet ring. Yes! Now I won't have to worry about grabbing the copper. What a find. In level 9. I had a moment the last time I played where I forgot whether or not you can burn wood in... Ooh, a cave carrot. Now we're talking. Whether you could burn wood in your furnace, like a Minecraft. Turns out, no, you cannot. But I got my own hopes up, unfortunately, last time. Because I thought, you don't actually need coal for a furnace. You can burn anything in a furnace. Goofed it up. There we go. Whew. Crushed it. All right. Don't need bug meat. The rubber boots will probably get dumped pretty quick too, when all is said and done. So I'm not used to delving this fast, this early in the game. I'm not used to there being no light. Because usually I get the light aura items before I even get this low in the mine. Just because I grind the first 5 levels over and over. Yeah, I really should. It's honestly way more efficient. Wood club. Is it better than this? It is better than this. Slower, but maybe that doesn't matter. Yeah, I should focus on leveling up mining early on because it's so lucrative, you know? I don't need to tell you, you've done infinitely more in Stardew than I ever will. It's getting late and my energy's getting low. I might just bail. Yeah, I'm gonna bail. I got a new weapon. That's a good day in my book. I can pop into the Adventure Guild. They're probably gonna want to give me something, right? I should dump this stone. I guess they didn't, yeah. Oh well. Pierre's will be closed. Really all I can hope for now is I'll take the long way home and I'll hope to find some wild horseradish so I can finish up that community center bundle. I think you do. I mean, it's... What really gets me about this game is that it works on multiple levels. Like, it scratches a really good story-driven itch for me. A lot... I just murdered someone. The character arcs, while they're not super deep, are really well written and well considered. The dialogue is great. The art is obviously great. But from a mechanical perspective, it's also very satisfying. Like, it's very easy to lose yourself for hours in this game. Because the depth of choice is pretty great. You can focus on anything. You can focus on everything and, you know, not really do anything super well and still succeed. Or you can super focus on being a really good farmer and that's it. And ignore the fishing and the mining and you could still succeed. I didn't realize I had this, like, super attack. I've never used a club weapon before. I've always used swords. It's satisfying, if I'm honest. Oh, I gotta take the long way. I'll skip the beach today and get that stuff tomorrow. Really what I need is a bigger backpack now. The axe I think was crucial to get submitted as soon as possible, but really I've got a lot of spring left so I can focus on getting that bigger backpack without sacrificing my quality crops too much. Parsnips grow fast. Well, that changes everything. Yeah, that's all I have left. All right, well, let's submit some bundles. I can't believe I found it that fast. I feel great. All right. Well, let's sell this garbage first. Garbage, garbage, trash. All right. I don't remember there being xenomorphs in Stardew. Alright, sardine, sunfish, eel. The crab I feel like I just saved for me. For my purposes. Yeah, that does sound like an odd overlap for sure. I think this is everything that I can submit right now, so let's get on that. And Horse of Order, you don't have to worry, at least if you're watching this stream, about being spoiled, because I'm going to be really speedrunning the story. And by that I mean skipping most of the story, just to do this community center challenge. Like, everyone has their own storyline, and your storylines differ based on who you talk to, in what order, and things like that. And, you know, there's a lot of emergent story in that way. You know, it's all written out, of course, but it does change the way things feel when you do it in different orders. All right. Crushing it. That's a big question. I'm playing on the wilderness farm, which I'm doing just because I want the extra danger, which allows me to level up my sword play a little bit more just at home, and also I think maybe some better drops. It has a very convenient layout, but the first time I played with the mountainous one, and I really enjoyed that because it was like free mining every day. You know, different ores and different stones would show up on my farm. Just, I don't have to go to the mine. I can get a little bit of copper, a little bit of coal. So I really enjoyed that one. The Four Corners one obviously is the like co-op centric one, and it looks very cool. But I guess best, there's probably huge Reddit threads about which one the best one is, but I'm very partial to Mountain myself. All right, pantry. I'll get back to that. But let's turn in some fish. I keep doing that. A sunny. And then, where's night fishing? That's an eel. And then I think ocean fish is the sardine. Yeah. All right. The river farm, the river farm probably changes a little bit too now that there are like rice crops, which need to be planted near water. You probably can have a ton of rice with the river farm. But yeah, that's a good point. It depends on what you want to focus on. Like if you're going to be fishing a lot, the river farm's great because then you don't have to go far for a river. I'd like to get these planted, but I'm really low on energy, and it's only day 9. I don't need to worry too much. Pierre's closed tomorrow, so I won't be able to get any more seeds, so I'll just plant those seeds I picked up. And I won't worry about fertilizer yet, because I don't know what crop is going to come up. Yeah, Tempeeper's right. This is a fantastic game. You know, it doesn't hurt for popularity. People love it across the board, so it's not like it's unknown in that way. But you know, it's one of those games I feel like really earns its reputation, and they keep pushing updates out that they don't need to. They put co-op in, they put new maps in, they put new crops in, new story stuff. I played this game years ago for the first time, and now I'm replaying and finding stuff I didn't know existed, even though I generally try to keep up with it. And now you get to listen to my favorite track in the game. Oh, I have stuff planted there. I didn't water it yesterday. Oh, what a fool. I didn't realize I had things back there. That's what I get for planting behind a trellis. Okay. Oh, I can harvest that kale, though. And go turn some of that in. It's weird to me that kale counts as a spring crop in this game, because I've got big kale crops outside right now that are just massive and ready to... I guess they were probably ready in spring as well, but... boy, it just keeps on producing. I feel like I missed out on this great feature for so many years by not playing with the keyboard and mouse. It feels like I'm cheating. Like I'm running a SNES Turbo controller or something. Did I water these yesterday? I might have forgotten these too. Yeah, I do water my front door a whole heck of a lot too, don't I? Well, I can turn in the potato. I'll sell these off quick. Grab that. Gotta plan my day out right. Oh, I can't process geodes right now anyway because Clint will just tell me he's working on my axe, so I'll just set those aside. Grab that. Alright, kale, potato. I guess back to the mines today because Pierre is closed. Yeah, that sounds right. And then say hi to Corin. I've been thinking about making graphics that show off my progress in the bundles, but when I look at that full spreadsheet, that's a big spreadsheet. There are a lot of things to get. Oh, kale's not part of the bundle, huh? Cauliflower, green bean, parsnip. All right. Well, I'll probably just keep these two things with me then for energy, because I've already spent a lot. And they both give at least some... Oh yeah, they actually give a lot of energy. So I can delve as greedily and as deep as I feel like. It's going to be Lord of the Rings references all the way down on this stream, I'm sorry. Two of these little lions. Gross. I would play the heck out of that game. Hobbits do love their good-tilled earth. I'm getting kind of tired of these diglets, honestly. Really knocks him back, this club, huh? Oh, I forgot to check my my luck today. This might have been a fool's errand. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Sure could use that coal. I like the floors with the determinate location for the ladder. It saves me a lot of energy, let me tell you. See, now this looks like a place where there'd be a lot of diglets, but I'm not getting digleted. Maybe the next time I play Stardew, instead of making a DBZ character, which is kind of my thing, I'll try and make Gimli. Or just Sam. Ah, boy. Getting all stinky in here. Come on. Are you not entertained? Alright, let's chomp on some kale. It is a superfood after all. There we go. One more. Alright, that's not bad. If I get down one tier every time I go into the mine, that feels like a good use of my time. Oh, I did it! Let's make sure there's no other obvious treasures on this floor before I hop downstairs. There we go. If you're like me, you learned what topaz was from playing Diablo as a kid. All right. Well, let's do it. Good progress. It's not even all that late. Maybe I can try for 2 tiers? I've got enough food to sustain me. Let's chomp on this leek. The thought of getting 2 tiers in one run is kind of making me sweaty. Although, with the luck I'm having on this floor, maybe my run is over. Yeah, I'm getting a little... yeah. It didn't pop up and I didn't see it, did it? That would be embarrassing. Oh well. Let's head home. I feel good about that run, all told. We can go throw some of these new plants in the ground. One thing I don't know is how to tell when rice is ready. I should check on that. Oh, and I should also make sure I know. Bust a hole in the front door is what I'll do. I won't be to the lower levels of the mine anytime soon. I also need to start thinking about... I suppose once I get the axe is when I'll get enough wood to make my next few buildings. I'll take those in tomorrow. I can probably start firing off some of these while I'm waiting. While I'm working on the rest of this stuff. Plant that. Sell that. Sell. Sell. Gonna need that and that. Oh, it's already taken care of in that way. All right. Hey. I am busy. Okay. Yeah, I'll finish out the night crafting, or smelting some copper. I think I had a productive day. I won't have the money for the backpack quite yet, but I've got enough to buy a few parsnip seeds just to really, you know, drive for those gold parsnips right away. I don't want to skimp on that. This is the part of the stream where we essentially watch paint dry. I'll probably cut it before midnight just because I don't want to, my energy is so low already. I don't want to dance with not having enough energy for tomorrow. It sure is. I didn't do any fishing recently. Alright, bedtime. Yeah, help yourself to my bed. That's about accurate. Alright. Sprinkler, useless. It's not until you get the better sprinklers that things really open up for you. Could start making staircases. I should save that. Save those resources. Do it the proper way. Right, weeds. I have to deal with the weeds. Good fortune. I'm not in that way. Really, the priorities I'm rolling with are what I can get done in spring. There's definitely going to be a benefit to certain ones, I'm sure, but right now, because I'm so starved for resources and money, I'm focusing mainly on the stuff that I can hammer out in spring. Probably in summer, I'll start focusing on specific bundles. Oh, I can handle that. Oops. Couldn't tell if that was a crop or not, so I just watered the spot anyway. Yeah, I'm really running into the, or jumping into this pretty uninformed. By design, you know, I'm intentionally trying to learn as little as possible about the strategy involved with this, because I like to. Oh, it's bean day. I like to figure things out on my own, at least for a little while. If I finish a year of this and I'm not even close, maybe that's when I'll look into some strategies, but at least the first time. Bean Day's a good day. I can sell that for a lot of cash. I can turn one into the community center. Yeah, definitely more fun in that way. That said, if I did 4 or 5 community center runs and I wasn't making any headway, I would probably pull the parachute on that. Deal with some of these weeds. Alright, let's go get the copper axe. Let's process some geodes. I'll sell those. Oh, I can start. Oops. Turn that one in. Oh, geodes. All right, let's do it. Maybe I'll hit the beach today too. If I can get that upgraded backpack tomorrow, then I think I'll be in good shape. It feels... Oh yeah. Okay. Well, that's encouraging. It feels like a waste to not take advantage of this good fortune day in the mines. Maybe I still will go down. I've got these cookies. I could probably dive pretty quick. And use one of my less lucky days to take care of the trees on my farm. Mm. Oh, hamburgers. Gunther. I wonder if I can sell some of this stuff to Clint directly, actually. Sure can. Hmm. All right, sell some stuff. Community center. We got plenty of time. Let's go to the mines. No reason to sit on a lucky day like today. Daffodils give you nothing. Okay, that's good to know. And I'm feeling good about tomorrow being backpack day. So I need parsnip, I need cauliflower. I'm definitely not going to be able to get the spring fruits, obviously, but you only need 6 of these. So I'm not too worried about that. The animal bundle makes me the most worried. Just because that's gonna be a dead sprint to get that, but that's my other thing, is I'm always so slow to get the coop and the barn that I really need to focus in on that. All right, sell, sell, sell. And then let's hit the mines. Touch Corin. Looking forward to cleaning up this place. It's a mess. Someday he'll trust me. Oops. All right, level 20. We can do it. I feel like I'm gonna be missing that. Oh, all right, that's right, it's a lucky day. Get out of here. I feel like I will probably be more okay with skipping levels this run. Might as well get some free experience, though. Double ladder. You'd love to see it. Oh, that's right, I could have brought my bomb. Oh, Boise, I'm glad I took advantage of this lucky day because I'm flying. Dare I hope for a 25 today? See, now I'm doing all right with coal. I'm making it. This one as well, I think I'm not gonna shy away from jumping in the ladder as soon as I find it. There we go. Boy, there's probably some good stuff in those boxes, but gotta keep my eyes on the prize here. Alright. 4 to 8, that's a lot of speed. Let's try that one out for a while. That feels good too. Alright. I might trust to hope and go for 25. A little sappy, that's okay. Hey. Bug meat. Unnecessary. Oh, it's just a yam, huh? I was thinking it was some kind of, Gunther good. I sure could just about sell some of this copper I'm digging up. Nah, you need it for buildings. Okay, one more. But just one more? Oh, another weapon. Oh, boy. Let's munch on that yam. And ditch the bug meat. Alright, what do we got? Swift little blade. Crit power. Let's see how that does. That'll be fun. I wish you could sell these things. I feel like they'd be worth a lot of money. That's terrible. Knocks him away too far. Oh, it's a monster one. I didn't even notice. I'm getting a lot of weapons and I don't know what to do about that. toss that away. Golly, I really don't like this dagger. It seems like a waste of time. Waste of my time. I mean, I don't need to be carrying around all of these weapons. But this one might be the one worth keeping. Forest sword seems like the one. Let's ditch the wood. I can get more of that. No. Yeah, 9 wood is not worth my time. I'm right about that. You can't sell weapons, right? They just sit in your inventory. There you are. What a wiener. There we go. Alright, my inventory's full. There's nothing to be gained by continuing down, so I'm gonna bail. But that was a productive run. Can sell some of the stuff. Rice shoots, I'm hoping that the rice is a lucrative venture. We'll see. My farm is a mess. All right. Dump that. Don't need that anymore. Oh, more seeds, all right. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna put that away, put that away, put that away. And I'm gonna need this, all right. Get some work done. Sure wish I could see anything. All right, get rid of that. Don't need that. Sell. Put away. Put away. Take to Gunther. Touch corn. Already touched corn. All right. That's good. That's good news. Oof, I think I might be just shy. I don't think I did it. I didn't look to see exactly what my money was at before I... hamburgers. Well, at least it's raining. Okay, good day to chop some wood. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna grab some water, stretch a little bit. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. This is going well. We're in spring 12. We have had a lot of success thus far. Had a very good day yesterday. I got 2 more tiers in the mine. I don't need to do any watering today. I'm gonna check my mail. Oh, the egg festival. Boy, I'm gonna be embarrassed to do that on stream because I'm not gonna do well. Let's see, is this rice ready? I've never planted or harvested rice in this video game. It's ready. Unmilled rice. Do I mill the rice? What do I do with it? Run this through a mill. Can I make a mill? Boy, I'm outside my dang level here. Alright, well, let's just dump that in a chest for now. Boy, alright. I'm gonna run to Clint. I don't have the money for anything fun. That's a real bummer that I don't have enough money for that backpack. Take this to Gunther. I can fire off one of these, as long as I'm here. Stop at Pierre's. Get some parsnip seeds. Yeah, I've got a plan. Then it's chopping. It's chopping day. I guess I wouldn't really want to spend the money on the backpack right now anyway because I need the money for the seeds. But I'm not going to be able to buy it tomorrow because it's egg day. All right. Well, let's go to the beach. Beach. Not a lot of fun here today. That's too bad. Good timing. Oh, alright. I didn't realize that came so early in that tree. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Everybody with their 9 a.m. If only I could process geodes at the Joja Mart. Fine. Alright, let's get some seeds, let's plant some parsnips, let's chop some trees. Let's talk to Shane. Shane hates me. Oh, Shane didn't hate me. Okay. I also need cauliflower, so I might as well commit to some of those. These saplings are just a lot of money, aren't they? Yeah, I think I'm good for now. I might as well chit-chat. I'm quickly getting to the point that I'm worrying that I'm squandering days by not optimizing them, and I think that's a dangerous hole to get into because I'm going to be judging myself nonstop if I do that. Ditch those. Oh, do I need... Let me check my spreadsheet real quick. All right. Oh, I do need a mussel, and I do... Oh, boy. Oyster and mussel. So maybe I go dump these in the... yeah, I'll go dump these in the crab pot quick, rather than selling them. Grab the hoe, and away we go. I apologize. No, I don't. You know what you got into when you clicked on this stream. And then we'll put some... Oh, I need to craft some fertilizer as well. Wood. Okay. All right. Let's see how many. Good enough. And then I think I will put them over here. We are going to get that gold parsnip, I tell you. Oops. Okay. So we're going to pop over to the community center, get that stuff in submitted, and then start chopping away. Yeah, I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling productive today. Once again. Oh, I should make sure I don't have to harvest any beans as well. Oh, I can submit that crab as well. I'll do that later. If I get enough wood, I can go fix the bridge on the beach, find some more stuff, submit it up there. I probably am not going to have the money for that backpack tomorrow like I planned. But that's all right. That wasn't like a cornerstone of my strategy or anything. Just a nice to have. All right, let's start. Even with the copper axe, this is a laborious process, isn't it? Get a lot of sap though. I'm not getting wood at the breakneck clip I had anticipated. I am clearing up a lot of space on this farm though, which is nice. Oop. Oh, I found some coal. Coal beans. It's too early for nonsense like that. All right. Well, I can chomp on some cookies. Mom was nice enough to send me some cookies. Yeah, fair warning, Mod. They're gonna get worse. They're gonna get worse the longer I chip away at this game. Oh, don't want to. Got a little close there. I need that cookie strength. That's plenty. Is that it for my copper now? I think I'm finally caught up on copper. Cop up on cotter. I don't feel good about that one. What's my wood situation? Did I not? Oh yeah, I suppose I had a bad axe. I'm gonna let that one just go right by. Until now, so I really wasn't harvesting much lumber. I just realized I kind of had it in my mind that I wanted to do some fishing after all was said and done here. But I'm not going to have the juice for it. I got a little bit of Joja Cola, but that's not all that much. Don't have enough to fix the bridge. So I think, well, let's make another chest. I hope everyone likes watching me organize chests. No, it was a great pun. It was a good pun. Everyone liked it. Everyone loved it. They gave me Twitch partner for my pun. All right. I guess I'll go turn in the crab. I'll leave that here. I'm getting inside my own head about not using the day efficiently, and I think I need to overcome that fear. This is the goodies bin now. That's where all the goodies live. This is the stuff bin. Yeah, that's fine. I have not run this before. This is my first time attempting this. Tim Beep tried to do it last year, I think, and finished on day 1 of year 2. The main, yeah, the truffles. The truffle will be my white whale. But the main things I'm thinking about are, I got my copper axe, the earliest I've ever gotten it. I have, I'm working on the backpack now, and the next thing I want to focus on is getting the barn and the coop. And then I also need to think about, because I'm going to need artisan stuff, I think fruit trees are going to be an easy way to get some of that stuff, but I don't want to overcommit and drop like 10,000 gold on fruit trees that are going to take a month to grow anyway. So I should sit and strategize about what's coming next for me. But for now, oh, hamburgers, I forgot to go to the traveling cart. At least I've got money. Hey. How late does the traveling cart open? It doesn't close at 8 p.m., right? Let's hope it's 10. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Excuse me. That's twice I've missed the cart now. That's gonna be what sinks this run, is I'm gonna miss the one day there's a truffle in there. Yeah, I should really... I keep forgetting it's Friday and Sunday, because in my head, I only associate it with Sundays, which is silly. All right. Okay. I think I'll call that a night. Because tomorrow's egg day, so I'll just... It's time for egg delivery. Roll to the finish, etc., etc. I don't plan on getting much done then. Alright, it's always clear and sunny on egg day. I don't know why, but the idea of a survival burger seems kind of harrowing to me. Some real Lighthouse vibes. Those are some good emotes. Clear and sunny. Come on now. Crumb. Speed farming. I should be clear. Speed farming is what will get me in trouble. I really need to focus on quality farming. I did fertilize those parsnips. I think I'm all right. I need the cauliflower. I got potato. I got the green bean. I need a parsnip. Yeah, I think I'm all right. Nothing can be harvested. Fine. Did these... Oh, the goodie bin. Did those things get got somehow? Did I forget to water these? Or no, that's just what they look like? Okay. Getting inside my own head. I need to trust in the heart of the crops. Oh, Corin. Sleepy buddy. Did Trunks and Corin ever interact? Corin really showed up most... No. Corin grew senzu beans. Of course Trunks and Corin interacted. That was Corin's thing, right? I guess it's time to rewatch Dragon Ball Z again. Nope, it's Sunday. Time to rewatch Dragon Ball Z. I joke, but that sounds great. That sounds like a really nice way to spend my Sunday. What I should do is play Chrono Trigger. Is Chrono Trigger on the SNES Classic? I guess I can put it on the SNES Classic. Not on there by default. All right. Well, I think I'll change that because I think it's officially been like 20 years since I played Chrono Trigger, and I've never actually played Chrono Cross. You playing Chrono Cross was the first time I'd ever actually watched Chrono Cross played. Yeah. Chrono Cross, true to the Chrono series tradition of having great music. Oh, I'm sleepy already. Oh, jeepers. Oh, beans. Well, I'm gonna leave that stump there, I guess. That would be great. Oh, see if it's on the PS4. That'd be awesome. That I would watch. See, that I'm not familiar with. I don't actually know what went into making that game other than just the basics of... My farmer pants are like SpongeBob pants. I think I'm done for the day. I'm sleepy, so I really should not do anything else. I guess it's time for egg delivery. Try to find all the fun eggs. That seems to be a pretty common thread, I guess. Like the classics that everyone thinks about when they think about old consoles don't show up on the recent ones. Like I had to get an SNES Classic just to play Super Mario RPG. It should give you fear. I guess I really messed up by not getting a bunch of RPGs on the Wii Virtual Console before they closed that down. Like I still have my Wii. I should have loaded it up with RPGs before they shut it off, but the SNES Classic is a pretty cool little toy. I've got $1,200. I need $2,000 for the upgraded backpack, but the strawberry seeds, I think this is the only place you can get them in year one. And they really pay off. because they just keep pumping out strawberries. I think I just dump 1,000 gold on these. Like the backpack hasn't been a huge hindrance to me yet. I've had to throw away some stuff in the mines, but not a lot. I'll get 10. And hopefully that'll pay off, you know, real well. I guess talking to the townsfolk doesn't give you any relationship points at the festival, so I should probably just pull the parachute on this day. It's funny that there's 2 ProZD videos that I think of when I think of the Egg Festival. It's the Ready Player One video and the games that think that more mechanics equals more fun video. And they're both both make me sad. All right. Can I do this? I have to find all the eggs if I want the true ending. Roll to the finish. It's much funnier. Like it took me a second to figure out who I was in this lineup because Trunks looks like an NPC. Like the design looks so intentional that I would buy that. Like normally my characters, like I last time I played I was with Goku, so it was obvious like I was Goku. Goku was standing there, but Trunks's outfit looks like just what one of the townspeople would look like. I don't have an optimized route for this, so if it looks like I'm going somewhere intentionally, I am not. I know there's a route. I think I've read the like forum post talking about the optimized route for this. I feel like I'm crushing it though, actually. My egg count feels good, feels high. Come on, come on! Yeah! Whew! Play it on the PlayStation 1 that you have. Actually, I do have a PS2. I have the little, like, the clicky snap close one, the tiny one. So actually... Oh, but it doesn't work that well. That's discrete errors. Lewis asking the kids to do unpaid labor. I guess he's not getting enough in his small business tax from Clint. Do I play Stardew Valley as Trunks wearing a straw hat? Because he's not Trunks anymore. Now he's just Crumb. But I'll know in my heart it's Trunks, right? You can't take that from me. You can't take this guy from me. Don't feel good about that one either. I'm sorry. Oh, if this is your last time joining me for a stream, I thank you for how long you put up with me till now. I'm gonna get these strawberries in the ground. And I'm gonna chomp down this cave carrot to give me the strength to do it. Lucky me, I've got just enough trunks juice left to water these, I think. 15. Uh-oh. I'm gonna run out of trunks juice. Ugh. Yeah, I better eat some... Drink some Joja Cola. That noise is really visceral. Oh, corn. Okay. Still a productive day in spite of egg delivery. I forgot what day I started out on this run. Bad luck day. That's good to know. Rainy day tomorrow. That'll be my mine day. See, I did 6 the first day. I must have started on day 9. Because I did 6 on my first stream and 2 on my second stream. I have to turn in 1 of these cauliflowers, so I will set that aside. And then get that going. Yeah, you can sell the rice as it is, unmilled, but it says it increases the value if you mill it. I just don't yet know what a mill entails, so I'm gonna hold off on selling it just in case it's like doubling in value. It looks like that rice is ready to go. Oh, that's right, yeah. Okay, that rice is not ready to go. Yeah, so I just need to wait for that recipe. Sorry, Corin, I'm gonna dump water on you. And I got my parsnip. Oops. I think I'm just gonna go turn these in quick. Finish up that bundle, and then get back to watering. It's nice feeling productive in this video game. It's a very different feeling from like my day job, where I feel like I'm just pushing numbers around with a spoon. Poor Linus. I love him so much. I feel so bad for him. I'd give him a parsnip, but I need to go leave it in an abandoned building instead. All right. Okay, well, greenhouse on day 14 feels good. Yeah, I'm making progress. The greenhouse is going to be a big help. Because Because I can just dump... I could stick my spring trees in there, actually, because I think the spring trees are cheaper. And that would give me a lot of progress on the artisan bundle. I really need to start bringing that hoe around with me so I can get these worms. There's probably a lot of Gunther stuff that's in there. Oh, and I can plant the starfruit seeds right now. I get that starfruit a few days early. It's the starfruit skip. I'm feeling very blessed with how often this track is coming up today. I think that means it's going to be a good day. If I can get my hands on, oh, traveling cart. Traveling cart, going to traveling cart right after this. If I can get my hands on some coffee beans to put into my greenhouse, that will be a nice bonus too. Because that'll make, well, that'll make coffee, and then I can make all the coffee I want and have all the energy, all the Red Bull I need. I really want a an update for this game where you can make Red Bull. Oh, and I see onions here. They're just venting this like radioactive sludge right into the ocean. And they have the gall to complain about Joja Corp being the evil one. I mean, Joja Corp is evil, let's be clear here. All right. No whammies. Unfortunately, those are all whammies. Oh well. I can get some good foraging experience and some extra cash here. I did push the backpack away a few days, but with how many crops I harvested today, I gotta grab that hoe. I keep forgetting to. With how much stuff I've harvested today, I'm gonna be back in the running for that pretty quick here, I think. Oh yeah, the axe. Better go talk to Robin real quick. If you hear a loud banging sound coming from my cottage, it's nothing sinister, no murder. Just sculpting. Oh yeah, all these chisels and axes and different spikes I have, yeah, sculptures. Don't worry about it. That'll be tomorrow. That I can do. Same. I mean, speaking of relaxing and thinking positively, this is Stardew Valley. This is good for that. Okay. Build a coop. How much for a coop? Alright. Bad. Okay, easy. And then the barn. So just wood and stone for the 2 that I need. The silo I don't think I'll need to worry about for a bit, but I have more than enough for that anyway. Oh yeah, the mill. There it is. Cloth is going to be a trick. Oh! Oh! This is new. Okay. Fun. Yeah, I had no idea that was a thing. Cool. Yeah. Boy, this is making me want to start another file just to play idly in my spare time. This game's all right. Too true, Demetrius. What am I doing on my relationships? Nothing, 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 nothing. Robin. Hey. So tomorrow's mine day. Get a bunch of copper, complete the quest for Clint. Get a bunch of money, should have the backpack on day 16. I feel pretty confident in that. Me too, Corin. Well, I've got some juice left. Let's chop some trees. Maybe I'll go get some of those worms actually before I start chopping. Okay, already paid off. I assume. I think. Who knows if rice is worth the effort, but it's new to me, and that's enough to make me interested in it. I can take you to the community center. Just found a trilobite in the sand on the beach. I love that the Stardew Valley exists outside of time and space. And you're closed, right? Yeah. Sure do have fun working on the farm. There was a story that came out, I think it was a Kotaku article right after, or shortly after Stardew came out, about someone who loved this game so much that they like legitimately went and bought an old hobby farm and just quit their job and became a farmer. And one of the quotes was obviously like, "Oh, I wasn't ready for how much work it was," which is obvious, like anyone would see that coming. But like the end of the article was like, I'm sticking it out because it is fun and it is gratifying, and it's a pretty rad takeaway from this game. Like someone actually bought a farm and is dealing with having a farm as a result of it after working a dead-end desk job. And boy, if I don't feel that super strongly. Quit my job and move to the ocean. Move to the ocean, desert, mountain, valley. Look, let's not put me on blast here. My ice plant was doomed. I think I put an oyster in the thing already. Yeah, that, clam. Yeah, I can go take that in. Get rid of that. I can take that over there. And let's go put some rice down. It started in a pot with drainage. It just didn't end its life there. My goldfish plant is doing just fine though. Just about to that crab pot bundle, and I haven't built a single crab pot. I think that's how it always goes for me, though. I almost never use crab pots because they are just annoying. It's mostly CDs and broken glasses. Well, I've got a little bit of time left. I think I'll keep clearing some trees until I run out of trunks juice. Perfect. Double perfect. Alright, let's dump all this nonsense. Get out of here, all you. Oops. Alright, tomorrow is mine day, so I'll only need those two. And then I don't think I have any food left unless I count my gold parsnips. But oh, I'll bring the bomb. Let's just hope for a lucky day. All right, I think I'm going to end with after this next day. So let's make this a good one. That's a lot of cash. Boy, I did all right there. I'm getting real close to that backpack. Wow, I could just about do it. If I harvest some crops, I could get that backpack before I go into the mines. I'm gonna try it. Assuming I have a lucky day coming. Alright, neutral's fine. I will make neutral work for me. I don't know if a parsnip and a bean are gonna be enough. Oh, potatoes. Potatoes are ready. Alright. That should be enough to get me that backpack. All right. Let's see. Thanks, Granny. This will be a nice little bonus for the mine. And I don't need to feel so bad about having some extra stuff in my inventory when I go down, because I'm gonna pop back up here in a moment and get that backpack. Oh, I should, yeah, I'll burn this extra time by going to Gunther. So I think backpack and then copper pickaxe next. That seems like something a smart 6th grader would do. Can I finish all those? Oh, I was banking on that greenhouse, but I can't probably get enough until maybe even fall. Didn't think that one through. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Here I had it in my head that I could just spend the next few days fishing and get the rest of them, but I keep forgetting that seasonality plays into those fish. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Oh, guten Tag. Okay, get rid of that. Good enough. We can hang on to the rest of those potatoes, use them for energy. Upgraded backpack. Alright. How much is this next one? 10,000? Yeah. Alright, let's hit the mines. And the last two streams I've ended on a positive note. If I get 5 levels, I'll feel good. If I get 10 more levels, I'm gonna feel pretty impressive. Though maybe I should be focusing on the copper more than the levels because I want to finish that quest for Clint. Assuming I could get back to him in time. Maybe I won't worry about that. If it happens, it happens, but let's focus on delving as deeply as possible. All right. Gosh, if I do get that copper really early though, maybe I just run back to Clint's real quick. You know? I can process a geode. Let's see, how many do I need? Oh, I might just do it. I need to remember I need to get there before 4 p.m. because he closes up on the dot. Oh, geodes too. Yeah, I can grab those. I always forget that you can steal those. Light up the farm all nice when I get back. Boy, this is a lucrative run in the mine. What am I at? Oh, 2 more and I saw a copper deposit up there. I might just do it. I need to get the 2 more coppers and then I need to... Oh, I didn't see a copper deposit. I saw quartz. Well, let's hope. I did it. If only I could get those last 2 levels. If only I'd made staircases. Do I have enough stone? I don't. Oh, I probably don't need to bring that to him. I can bring it to him in the bar. I don't need to do it before he closes. Assuming he goes to the bar on a Monday. Maybe that's a risk. It's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm busy. I'm busy overthinking video games. Boy, I'm getting a lot of scrolls too. I am now super glad I've got that upgraded backpack before I came down here. Inventory full. Alright, well, I don't need rubber boots. I don't need slime. Oop. Now we're talking. Alright, so I missed him in his shop, but maybe he'll be out wandering town. If I goofed on that, I'll feel kind of silly. But it won't be the end of the world. Oh, and it's fertilizer day at Pierre's. Though I've got all the fertilizer I need now, I think. I gotta bring that book in, too. Or no, the book automatically goes in. I may have missed Clint. Which is too bad. 260 gold would have been a nice little boost, but... what are you gonna do? I did get a lot of stuff. I guess I'll just pop back down in the mines. Assuming he's not already in here. No. Excuse me. Yeah, he must spend Monday at home. Oh well. I'll do a little bit more delving. If I can get to 35 before the end of the day, I'm gonna feel good. I'm gonna feel real good about my progress today. So if you're still sticking around, still watching, the normal time that I do this stream is Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:45 Central Time. I won't be doing it this Tuesday. I've got a conflict, but normally then Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7:45 in the morning Central Time, because sometimes fella just needs a nice, cozy video game before a long day of pushing numbers around. So maybe hoping for 35 is a bit much. I forgot that 31 is where the terrors begin. Oh, well, at least the bats light up the cavern a bit when I'm looking for that ladder. You can also, if you're interested in watching me do more of this, I will tweet about every instance that I play of this on my Twitter, which is just twitter.com/VEKrueger. I'll put that up on the screen right before I close the game out, but... oh, there is a ladder. Son of a gun. But I'm feeling good about this run. It's a lot of fun to do, even if I don't necessarily have the greatest success. I'm having some success right now. Wow, I really am having some success all of a sudden. And I'm definitely going to see this through to the end at least one time. If I don't succeed on my first run, I'll reevaluate, see how I'm feeling, but I've always got energy for Stardew games, honestly. So I would be surprised if I wind up doing another run of this after the first year's over. Oh, I got iron ore too. If I can get lucky and find that ladder in this little alcove, it's going to be a great way to end this stream. I'm going to pop that in there so I can hopefully not miss the ladder this time. Oh, you little so-and-so. Come on. Fella's busy. Oh, come on. I can do this. Please don't leave me hanging. It's getting late. I'm running out of food. Eat this algae. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, come on. Now I'm starting to get nervous that I missed the ladder again. That it's just out here somewhere and I didn't see it. Oh, come on. I don't want to bail on 34. Really, really, truly do not want to bail on 34. Give me potato. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, yes, it's there. All right, let's go home. Whew. That's a good way to end the stream. All right, so again, I'm going to be doing the Stardew Valley Seedrun Tuesdays and Thursdays, excepting this coming Tuesday, where I have a conflict, but otherwise Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7:45 in the morning, Central Time. If you want updates on when I am playing games, follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/VEKrueger. It's just my Twitch handle, but on Twitter instead. Follow Tembeep on Twitch. Tembeep in the chat there. And at twitter.com/tembeepstreams. What a good day. Let's dump some stuff in this bin. Oh, and I can plant some seeds as well. That's oh, let's get rid of these potatoes too. And then dump these seeds in the ground someplace like there, and let's go to bed. Now that's a seed run. Got the big backpack, I got the copper axe, everything's coming up trunks. That was a nail biter. Well, it's been fun. Thank you to everyone for hanging out. It's been a good stream. Catch me again this coming Thursday, right here on Twitch, and probably again next Sunday. And in the meantime, hopefully in the next week, I'm going to redesign my channel, get some more information about my schedule, the games I want to play, and yeah, thanks for being here. I will talk to everyone again soon. Have a lovely day. Enjoy your weekend.